What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you complain. Don't say that. Sipping wine in a road. I look too good to be alone. My house clean. Who won't? Just say. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing, in the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. If you try not in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. Yeah, I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel when you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through.
That you are loved, even if you don't love yourself.
Still trying to kind of do some little finishing touches on my makeup or whatever. I'm feeling very soccer mom-ish today with this outfit. I love it so much. You know, I just wanted to look pretty. One thing that I've been meaning to do every single year around school time is have this conversation with my young bombshells that are in school, because I know I got a lot of you young girls. Y'all be sliding down to the comment section. I got a lot of y'all. We got a lot of little baby bombshells that watch us, girls, that are college age, and I love it so much. But anyway, so I often forget to have this conversation, and this is just about, this is the same conversation I had with my little niece when she went off to college, as well as the same conversation that I had with my little cousin when she went off to college. But basically, the thing is this, guys. When you girls go off to college, the first piece of advice that I always give is number one, girls, I know you're going to be out there dating and liking boys and having boyfriends, but what's going to be so important is that you don't neglect your friend group. You're going to meet a lot of new friends, roommates, all types of things. And what I've seen and what I've done as well when I went to college, when I was your age, I had me a little boo or whatever. And I stopped hanging out with my friends, because I was always wanting to hang out with my little boo or whatever. That's the worst thing that you can do, and you miss out on so much. But more importantly, when you do that, I'm gonna let you know right now, they don't stop hanging out with their friends. Okay? Number two, whatever you're involved in, whether it's athletics, you know, some type of academic program, academic club, honors club, whatever, and you have things that you can partake in as far as those things are concerned, don't stop partaking in those important things because you got a boyfriend. Okay, y'all see how it's going back to the boyfriend. Do not do that. It's going to be so important that you show up, that you're vigilant, that you are on time for your classes. Now I know, you'll fall short sometimes. You'll probably want to sleep in because maybe you stayed up too late, partied a little bit, studied too hard, whatever the circumstances are. But try to be punctual, but just try not to center your entire your entire college experience around boys and being boy crazy. This is going to be so important because I think as women and young ladies, we are naturally nurturers. Men don't have that natural thing in them. So the natural thing for them is to just put themselves first, period. And they're not going to stop going to class. They're not going to stop partying. They're not going to stop playing basketball. They're not going to stop being a part of their academic endeavors because they met you. That's just not going to happen. And that's just how boys or, young men are wired. Another thing, if you are struggling in your academic classes, first of all, it is so important that you are on time to class. It is also important that you have great attendance. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you start to fall short in one of your classes, what's going to happen is you might need to go talk to your professor. And if you go talk to your professor, a lot of times they have a lot of compassion. They only have compassion for people who are showing up and are on time, are putting in an effort, trying to really show that they are working hard. If you are ever in that situation, number one, don't be scared to go talk to the professor, but always be able to, leverage the fact that you are attending class, you're putting forth your best foot, you're not late, you're not slacking on assignments, you're turning everything in, and they will be able to help you. Another thing about me when I was in college, and you can take this page out of my playbook, I was very, very, very active in class. I was participating, I was raising my hand, I was making contributions to conversations. I played a really pivotal role in my education. Guys, that's going to take you so far as far as your college courses are concerned. And also it's about building community and building relationships. Professors are not just there just to be your professor. You want to build a community. You know what I'm saying? You want them to, to get to know you. Now, I'm not saying go hang out with them at their house or anything, but if you have a professor that is very personable and you can build a relationship with them beyond just that class, especially if you like them, that's going to be important because a lot of times you'll be able to go talk to them. They'll be able to step in and give you really, important information that's going to help you outside of college. Or, you'll have someone that you can go talk to when things start to get a little dark and heavy. As far as you girls that have roommates, guys, even if you're not like a super tidy girl, you might be a little bit of a messy Marvin. It is extremely important that you try to be as tidy as you can when you living with other girls or whatever. Just living with other people in general. Just try to pick up after yourself. Try to keep your area clean, that type of thing or whatever. As far as, even things, this is kind of personal, but it's just us girls here, and I'm just trying to have a mama rock conversation with you. Girls, when you are on your cycle, nobody should know that you're on your cycle. Unless you just going around with a bullhorn telling everybody. And what I mean by that is like, try not to leave like your personal items and those types of things. Number one, you don't want to leave those things exposed. You want to make sure that they are thrown away properly. I know that they have like little storage container things, disposable, that you can put your things in and throw them away. But also more important than that, make sure that you're taking the trash out on a regular basis. In fact, like if you are on your cycle and you are discarding, you obviously would be discarding those things, but every day when you get up and you go to class, girls, make sure that you're taking the trash out. Don't just let those things sit in the bathroom, and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah, I think those things are really, really, just really important. Also, I know being on a college campus, you guys get to kind of just be, dress casually, and that's fine, but just make sure that you are neat in, you know, the way that you dress. Even if you're just wearing a t-shirt and, you know, some shorts or whatever, just try to make sure that your clothes are neat and clean. You know, you are just presentable. Y'all, I know that some of the girls be like, oh my God, Rochelle, you always dressed up. But guys, I'm not telling you to dress up, but that your appearance in itself, that's going to take you such a long way. So many doors will open. You'll get so many opportunities in your, you know, just in your college, or your academic life is what I'm trying to say, as well as your career life, and then also in just your personal life. I mean, I hate to say this, but the way you show up a lot of times is just contingent on how people treat you, because that's what they see first. But anyway, I just wanted to have this very, you know, compassionate, sweet, heart-to-heart talk to with all of my baby bombshells, just in regards to going off to college and, you know, just trying to navigate this new season in your life. Last but not least, let me say this. I don't care what you do, and I don't care how you do it. Do not get pregnant. Do not get pregnant. And don't quit. I think I've said enough. You girls need to head over to Trader Joe's and pick this up. Baby, when I tell you, I'm going to put it right there. Guys, this smells very similar to Baccarat. It smells so good, but it has like a woodsy undertone, or yeah, it's like a woodsy finish. It smells amazing. It's really sweet. It's very sweet and very girly. It smells amazing. Now, some of you girls asked what I, you know, like my everyday fragrance or what I wear, because y'all said I look like I smell good. That's one of the things that I get a lot of compliments on, is how I smell. So if you want the men's to be chasing you down from HEB all the way to Saks Fifth Avenue and beyond, you need to get the English Pear in Freesia. And this is Jo Malone. So this is kind of like my everyday fragrance. So I wear the body lotion. Well, I shower with the body gel. I wear the lotion or the body cream. I wear the perfume. And then I top it off because I still like to smell really sweet. And then I'll top it off with the Moschino Fresh Gold Couture. And this is, y'all, this is a fragrance that's gonna get the party going. As far as now, a lot of women, they won't say anything, but I've noticed a lot of men, they'll come up to me, and these are even guys that are married, and they're not coming up to you like, they're not coming up to you trying to holler per se, but they will come up to you, tell you smell good, ask you what you have on or whatever, because, you know, it may be something that they want to get for their wives or whatever, but it smells so good. But anyway, girls, let me put my shoes on. I'm going to show you my outfit, and then we're going to head out. All right, y'all, so this is the outfit. So girls, this is a super cute dress from Forever 21. I bought this over a year ago. It's just cute and simple. It stretches a little bit. Love it. I have on my favorite cute little simple strappy heels from Nordstrom's. And then we're gonna kind of do the cute little soccer mom look. Believe it or not, y'all, it's kind of a little bit breezy outside. Actually, it's really, really nice. Take the sweater and just kind of drape it like this. Just something really cute and simple. Wait a minute, it don't look as okay, yeah, we're gonna put it. So I'm gonna put the zipper part of the sweater directly across my back. Y'all, this ponytail is acting up, girl. So we're gonna do it like that, and then I'm just gonna fold the sweater a little bit just to make it flat. And we're not gonna tie it or anything. We're just gonna have it draped like this. I love this look. It's so cute. I'm not gonna tie it because I guess that's not too bad, but I don't like the bulkiness. But anyway, girl, we just gonna wear it flat like this. So this is just like a really cute look. I love it. But anyway, let me get my purse and everything and I'll give you girls a call back. All right, guys, it has been a long day. I have been filming. I have been editing. Now it is time to relax. Before I get into my relaxation and do my night routine, I want to actually show you this eye massager mask that Bob and Brad sent over to me. It has heat, it has air, and it has music. Basically, it has the adjustable band. All you do is put it on and you can put it over your eyes like this. Now, once you have it on, you're gonna then press this power button right here. And so it's just one button on the side that you press.
The massager is on. Air pressure plus heat plus music.
Now say you don't want the music, all you're gonna do is press the button once. Once you press the button, it's just gonna give you the air pressure plus heat, which is actually my preferred setting. If you want all three, you have the controls on the side, and so you can customize it exactly the way that you want to. This has been a godsend. Another thing that I noticed about this eye massager is that it has definitely helped me with some of my inflammation. So guys, normally I get a lot of inflammation right around here, especially when I'm stressed or when I've had really, really long days of hard work. And I've noticed since using the mask, I don't have that. Girl, look, because it is so compact, you can travel with this. You can throw it back in its carrying case. You can travel with this, take it on trips, take it on flights or whatever. I've noticed that it does help me sleep so much better at night. Now, let me say this. When you use the mask, after the massage is done, you will be advised to keep your eyes closed for exactly 1 minute after you finish the first session. I would strongly encourage that you follow those directions. Bob and Brad is doing a giveaway. They're giving away 2 of the eye massagers. So you guys will have to click the link and go onto their website and read all of the requirements. Make sure that you register for the giveaway. I would like to thank Bob and Brad for sponsoring today's video. Again, I'll leave everything in the links below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and on to the vlog. All right, girls. Okay, so y'all, I am headed over here. I'm trying to look at the GPS and make sure that I'm going the right way. But I wanted to give you girls an update on the whole apartment situation or whatever. So the update is we did get everything resolved at the leasing office, so that's a good thing. So that's been resolved, and I was able to build somewhat of a rapport with the girls in the leasing office. For me, like building, like I said, building community, like I was just talking about to the young baby bombshells, guys, that is so important to me. Or having an ally, those things for me are very, very important. And although y'all know that I can be a hell raiser, I'm also somebody who's very diplomatic, and I believe in picking my battles, and I believe in trying to play nice when it comes to things that I don't have any control over, meaning like down to the post office,
in a quarter mile, turn right,
the airport, leasing office, but anyway, honestly guys, I will be very, very honest with you. I do enjoy kind of where I stay because of having access to a garage, and just having certain conveniences, and it is a beautiful property. They've gotten everything under control in terms of the partying and how loud it is, and that type of thing. But if I can be really honest, guys, I am sick and tired of paying what feels like a mortgage on somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? And it's just ridiculous. And I know it's just this whole quote unquote luxury apartment thing, that everybody's on. But if you really think about it, every apartment on the inside has these quote unquote luxury things. You know what I'm saying? Meaning stainless steel refrigerator, the laminate / wood floors, the faux marble top counters. And I've already renewed my lease, but
turn right, then turn left.
I am really wanting to upgrade and downgrade.
Turn left, then turn right.
Oh, turn left and then turn right. Upgrade and downgrade. And what I mean by upgrade and downgrade,
Turn right, then turn right.
I want a bigger place. That would be the upgrade. The downgrade is I'm sick of paying a mortgage on an apartment. Oh, girl, not his whole booty out. See, that's what I'm talking about. Girl, why is this man whole booty out? He bending over in his car. But anyway, let me finish what I was saying. I would just love to have a bigger place, more space or whatever. And have justifiable, if I can justifiably pay what I'm paying, you know, it's just not justifiable. I'm tired, you know. Again, it's some conveniences. I love where I live because I can kind of get to where I need to get to sooner than later, so that's really, really cool. But you know, for the most part, I'm just kind of over it. And then I want to be in a position where I know how much I'm gonna pay.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay, I know how much I'm gonna pay every single month. Yeah, so yeah, that was my friend coming up. But anyway, so yeah, I was just saying, like, I just want to know what I'm paying every single month. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm getting my money's worth. And I'm gonna be honest, girls, right now I don't feel like it. I feel like I just don't have the space. You know, the beauty room is now gonna double as kind of like our room where we do the try on hauls, and I'm gonna have to move the table, and that's okay. I'm willing to make those concessions. But you know, before I get on my horse about whatever, what I'm gonna do is just manifest these things. You know, I'm kind of now wanting to be in a position where I have like a stable home. I'm not signing lease to lease to lease. Every single year is going up. Even if I could put myself in a position where we could get a 24-month lease. I know that they have those in Houston and stuff like that. So I'm not, again, looking to buy, because I do anticipate with you know, as things improve in my life and as we start to go up and up, I'm gonna manifest that I'm gonna be traveling a lot more, a lot more. And I just don't want to have, you know, a home and have the responsibilities. I think that's my thing, having the responsibilities of a home. I just don't want to do that or whatever. And I think also, coming from a renter, I think like the biggest pet peeve, as from a renter's perspective, as a single woman with no kids and not married or what have you, is people telling you that you should buy. My thing is this: if you feel that you should buy and buying is best, then you buy. But in terms of what's best for me and for my life, what fits me in my life is being a renter. And you know, when you have a home, if the heater breaks, if the water boiler breaks, or whatever the proper terminology is, something goes wrong in that house, you have to pay for those things. And I don't want to be in that position. I want to be able to call the maintenance team and have them come fix it, and then that just be that. I just think for me, the only two complaints I have is I want more space, and I'm tired of paying, you know, a mortgage every single month and not knowing what that amount of payment is going to be. So paying a mortgage on an apartment is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, girls, let me go in this store, the accessory place, and see what they have. And I'll probably show you guys a few things. But yeah, let's do that, and I'll give you guys a call back.
Something could be out there, haunted by you, haunted by you.
Took my friend, she is such a good friend to me. So we just took her to ooh, it's scary. I'm sorry, girl. We're driving through a construction zone. So hold on, girls. Okay, so I just took her to pick up her car, girl. We going back to this detail shop. Baby, when I tell you they done showed out, girl, girl, that car look brand new. So I was like, how much would it be for me to come back and get mine done? And he was like, we'll make a deal with you. So we'll have to come back because, girls, they close at 6 and it's literally 3 minutes to close. So we'll go back and get old Bessie detailed. But y'all, today is a day of just gratitude. I'm just counting my blessings. Like, girl, y'all, old Bessie. And I call her old Bessie. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because I don't really drive this car a lot. I barely drive this car. It literally sits up in my garage at home because I'm home most of the time. It doesn't have a lot of miles on it, guys. My car has 47,000 miles on it, and I've only put 5,000 miles on my car within the last 2 years. I've always had extremely low mileage on any car that I've driven because y'all know I don't like to drive. And so anytime there's a situation where I can Uber, I Uber. I don't really have to go far out in my neighborhood. I've driven my car to Austin a couple of times when I've had to go out there for work. But yeah, I don't really put a lot of miles on it. It's practically like a brand new car, and it's been good to me, guys. I drive an Infiniti, and this car has been so good to me. I just feel blessed. I'm just counting my blessings today, guys. I really feel blessed. I don't have a lot of friends because y'all know I'm a very independent girl, and I don't have the need for a lot of friends, but the friends that I do have are amazing, guys. Let me answer the phone. I'm gonna call y'all right back. I'm back, girls. But like I was saying, yeah, so the car has been good to me. It doesn't have that many miles on it. I've not had any issues with it. It's a beautiful car. I bought a warranty on it when I first purchased it. I just have to see if the warranty is still, it was like a warranty I paid until, you know how they sell you those packages or whatever. And that's with CarMax, guys. I bought all my cars from CarMax because I'm a single woman and I don't enjoy haggling and all of that. And I like to be able to go pick out what I want online. I do most of my processes online, and then I just go pick my car up. And oh Lord, look at him. But anyway, yeah, I saw it online and I liked it, and I got the ball rolling because initially I wanted a Cadillac SUV, and then I kind of started having some, people saying some things that kind of persuaded me to go in another direction, and I did, and I'm happy that I did. I love Infiniti cars, and I love Acuras because that's all I've driven, guys. I've only driven Honda, Acura, and Infiniti. That's it. So yeah, but I feel so blessed, so happy. I've come such a long way, in everything, just with where I am in my journey, my healing journey, in the way that I handle situations, the way that I deal with stress, my ability to really be able to be a great communicator, whether the conversation is hard or not. I feel very, very proud of myself. I'm the woman that I've always wanted to be. Y'all, I be telling y'all, like, I just want everything to match. And what I be meaning when I say I want everything to match, like mind, body, soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want, oh y'all, we by Best Buy. I should have went and looked at a camera, but that's okay. We'll come back another day. But yeah, I just be wanting everything to match in the regard of, like, I want my credit to be great. I want my home to look great. I want to have, a nice car. And this is not just about tangible things. It's just about being the woman that I want to be, just more internally, like fully healed, you know what I'm saying, fully able to use my discernment on, you know, different situations, also having control over my emotions, and knowing the power of not always going crazy, other than traffic. That's yeah, other than traffic, but you know, going crazy and cussing people out and acting a fool in every situation. Like, there is power in having control over your emotions, and there is power on being able to have conflict resolution and being able to resolve it on a diplomatic level, even if you don't see eye to eye with that person. There's power in that, you know what I'm saying? And so I pride myself on the fact that I no longer just overreact, and I don't spew out the first thing that comes to mind. And my first thought is not to go in on somebody and just tear them up. And I just, it's peace in that too. I'm not gonna lie, it's peace in that. Not always going off and flipping out on people. Man, it's peace in that. And I had a situation, and it wasn't that long ago, and I was telling my sister about it, and she was like, girl, I would have went off on him, I would have cussed him out. And I was like, why? You know, I'm like, it's such a peaceful place. And I was like, girl, I can't even remember the last time I had an argument. I'm not gonna argue with you. You know, the most powerful thing you can do is walk away. That is it. That's power in being able to do that. I'm not gonna get into no argument. We ain't getting into no name calling, baby. We ain't doing none of that, because I know I'm very good at that. Baby, what is you blowing at me for? See, you know what? I just contradicted myself, but I already put the disclaimer out in traffic. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm not about to just be getting into this heated back and forth. We're not doing that. And so anyway, she was saying, like, you're not like you used to be. That's the old Rochelle. Oh, she would have went off. You should have went off. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what happens when you heal. When you heal, you don't see every opportunity to tear somebody up and call them a monkey meat eating bitch. Because you know that's my favorite thing to call somebody. But every opportunity is not the opportunity to do that. And then I feel like I have a bigger purpose now. I have a higher purpose now. Don't mind me now. I still clear a bitch if I have to, but I don't want to. That's just not what I want to do. But yeah, girls, I feel really good about myself, you know, like I look good, I feel good, I do good, I chew good, I am good. But yeah, so this is just like my little, I don't know, guys, this is like my little car confession dump, if you will, or just car confession chat. But yeah, I feel really happy. I feel like I'm just really like starting to act so pretty and stuff, like consistently acting pretty, you know what I'm saying? I feel really good. But yeah, definitely it feels good to really reflect back and see that you're getting to where you want to be. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to do what I like to call a call of action. Guys, I want y'all, if you guys are comfortable, I want y'all to put down to the comment section what's something that you feel very proud of yourself about, like what you've accomplished. Just put it in the chat box. Hey girls, so y'all, I'm getting ready to film some content for these sponsorships that I have to do. I'm like, let me try to get this stuff out of the way, because we are having another storm. Unfortunately, we don't know how much will be impacted. I wish we could get some companies that I wish we could get some news stations or some weather alerts that were more accurate. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately with these storms, a lot of this stuff is hit or miss. You know, so you just kind of have to be prepared for it. So I love like pink, really pink, pretty lip gloss and stuff like that, but girl, it be showing up like on camera it shows up way too pink, you know, and then it don't help that my lips are already kind of pink too, so I'm not too crazy about that. But yeah, so I had to kind of go in and freshen my makeup up a little bit. Girl, it came out so gorgeous today. So I'm getting back into playing around in my foundation. So what I did today, I mixed NARS, the Syracuse with Tint Idol, and baby, y'all, if you girls could see me in person, honey, this stuff is gorgeous. And then let me show y'all something else. So I just got into using these like powder puffs. Girl, so I have to do a cute little Temu haul for y'all. But I ordered these because Temu is going to be sponsoring one of our up and coming videos. And I was like, let me just open some of this stuff up and use it now. But these are a game changer. And I would encourage anybody who has not got into these little squares, powder, I can't talk today, powder puff squares, to get into it, because it's really gonna change the game on your makeup. So yeah, and I'm trying to get my makeup just a little bit darker, because it's beautiful in person, but on camera it doesn't show up very, very well. So I need to see if I can go a little bit darker on the contour. Let me see, because I'm looking at it now, and it's just not, I guess it between the lights and the camera and stuff like that, it just, okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, yeah, girl. So oh, that looks really, 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 really good. Okay, let me see if I can kind of fade this out. Oh girl, it's 7 o'clock already, baby. Time be flying, don't it? Am I the only one that gets, y'all, I get so much energy later in the day. I'm not a morning person, even though I'm trying to become one again. For a while, I was doing so good, getting up super early in the morning. And then it just seemed like after Hurricane Beryl, I kind of went back into my old ways, like staying up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up like at 10. And so I want to get out of that. I want to go back into going to bed at 11 and getting up, I was getting up like at 6. So I kind of want to get back into that. Let me step back and see. Oh, that looks so good. So now all I need to do is put on a little bit of highlighter. One of you fabulous bombshells asked me what color do I wear in Tint Idol. Guys, I wear my shade in Tint Idol foundation, Lancome Tint Idol, is 425 and 435, but unfortunately, and that's warm bisque, 425 and 435. So in the wintertime, I tend to get a lot lighter, and then in the summertime I tend to kind of get a little bit brown, even though I didn't get as golden as I like this summer because I really wasn't outside a lot. I still like my foundation to be just a little bit warmer, and then I can go in and balance everything out with a lighter under eye. So I don't like my foundation my exact shade. I like it just a little bit darker than me. Y'all, where is my like fluffy where my fluffy highlight brush at? Where is it? Okay, here it is. I was just about to blame one of y'all, but listen, girl, y'all, I have this thing that I started doing. I have got to stop. Anytime, hold on, let me see. Anytime something is missing in my house, or not missing. Anytime I can't find anything, girl, I immediately be blaming I be blaming like the maintenance team. I be like, did somebody come in here and take my stuff? And I'm like, girl, you gotta stop. I did that today. Ooh, baby. Girl. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, y'all, my skin looks so pretty. I'm gonna show y'all what I've been using on my skin too. And then I'm also gonna show y'all this, y'all, girl, Bob and Brad sent me this, it's like a heated eye massager. I'm gonna show y'all that a little bit later. When I tell you I've been using that thing and it has helped me so much, because I used to get a lot of inflammation right here. And they're doing a giveaway. So I'm gonna give you guys all of the details after we hook these wigs up. But yeah, so yeah, girls, I just wanted to come and talk to y'all. I'm sorry, I keep turning my back to y'all, but I'm trying to get this together. But anyway, I just wanted to come and talk to you girls before I get ready to do this makeup haul. I'm sorry, before I get ready to do this wig haul, but let me get these sponsorships filmed, and then when I come back, we'll hang out a little bit.
I sound full of myself or rude, but you ain't looking for no other dudes, cause you love me. I'm sorry, baby. So you think about a chance, you find yourself trying to do my dance, cause you love me, baby. So then we try, taking it so down because...
Baby, when I tell you, I don't know if the camera is shaking, more than likely it is, but anyway, baby, when I tell you West Kiss showed out, y'all, I showed y'all this wig probably a couple of vlogs ago, but this is the final look installed or whatever. So I just finished doing the tutorial video or whatever, but baby, this hair is gorgeous. And I think the best decision I made was to wash it. So yeah, oh, it's pretty. And then y'all, I just added some Eco Styler gel to it because I don't want to be getting up every single day, you know, just putting product in it and stuff. And so that's why I did it like this. But baby, when I tell you I got this thing looking like it's growing up out of my scalp, we got to get ready for another video. But anyway, I just wanted to come in and show y'all how pretty this one was.
Two broken hearts can't settle for love, love, love.
Okay, girls, this is the second wig that I did. It is gorgeous. Y'all, this is a beautiful wig. Oh, let me make sure my boobs are not out. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm over here burning the midnight oil. So what I want to do is edit 3 of these sponsorships, and then that way tomorrow I'll only have 2 that I need to do. I need to go pick something up, but I'm gonna try to get these done tonight. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just over here working and stuff, but I just wanted to call you girls back while I'm looking all glammed up and pretty. Y'all, I love this hair. I just love, y'all know that I love getting like dressed up. Y'all, this is kind of like therapy for me, but it's also like my superpower. And it's like, I don't care if I'm not in the best of moods, if I just do my hair and my makeup, I just feel like $1,000,000. So yeah. But anyway, girls, let me finish up some work, and I will try to give you girls a call back. Right now it is 11:31 p.m. So hopefully I can have everything finished. We're gonna shoot for about 1:30. You know what? I might be done by 1:30. That's 2 hours. So let's see if we can shoot for 1:30. But anyway, let me give you girls a call back once I'm done. All right, girls, I thought I would come in with a little bit of an update, y'all. We literally just finished editing the first video, so I still have another video to edit. Actually, 2 more to edit, but one of them I have a really good relationship with the company, so they just kind of let me do whatever I want to do and trust that I'm gonna do the right thing, and they let me post, and after post they pay, so I don't need to go through an approval process. So maybe we can work on that one tomorrow or in the morning. But anyway, I came back to tell y'all, girl, it's 1:10. See, what had happened was so sometimes when you do this editing stuff just behind the scenes, you know, sometimes things won't go as planned. You'll pick up on little things through the editing process that you didn't see that you were initially doing, and it was a little bit of an oversight, so I kind of had to do a voiceover. Guys, one thing about me, I hate doing voiceovers. I hate it. The reason why I hate doing voiceovers is because it literally feels like I'm doing my job twice. So it's like I have to film the content, then I have to go back and talk on top of the content. So I hate that. And then when I do voiceovers, the microphone and stuff is different, so my voice sounds so much deeper than what it actually sounds like. If you guys think if y'all think I sound like a news anchor just on the camera when I talk sometimes, baby, the voiceovers is absolutely given CNN, NBC, ABC, the OWN network. It is giving all of that. So that is why I hate doing the voiceovers. And then too, my voice sounds a lot deeper when I do the voiceovers. But anyway, girls, baby, this is the not so glamorous side of this whole YouTube thing or whatever. So yeah, but anyway, let me get started on the second video, and then I'll give you guys a call back when I'm done.
For following me, level up. I want to promote skincare. Thank you.
Hey girls. Okay, y'all, I did not go to bed until 4 something this morning. I did not call y'all back because I was exhausted, but I did get 2 of the videos edited, and I still got to work on another one. Anyway, girls, so a little bit of a weather update. So the Storm Francine has made a turn. We're still gonna get some rain, you know, stuff like that, but it's not gonna be another hurricane. Unfortunately, it is headed towards our neighbors in Louisiana, so you guys be careful out there. But I'm just like, oh, I'm glad we didn't have to deal with that, because girl, the apartment complex, they sent out a whole weather advisory saying like cut the freezer up as high as you can, the refrigerator make it as cool as you can make it, try not to open it as frequently, you know, only if needed, you know, just all of those things. So hopefully we won't lose power, because sometimes in Houston you will lose power even if it's just raining, you know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, there's that. And then there's this whole conversation about do women need to wear makeup? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me let you guys know we are about to pivot. But anyway, girls, it's this whole conversation about do women need to wear makeup, and you know, if you don't wear makeup, if you do, whatever. And this is a conversation that Ashley Dalton was having, which I love her, by the way. She is so gorgeous, so well put together, handles herself so well. But she was just giving dating advice, and you know, it's so many people pissed off like, oh, she don't need to be giving advice, she wear too much makeup and all of this kind of stuff or whatever. But I think you got to do what suits you. You guys know I love makeup. I don't wear makeup to like dates to find men. You guys know that about me, but I like it. It makes me feel pretty. Now let me say this, guys, not every woman needs to wear makeup. I've met so many gorgeous women, and they just have like a very pretty soft facial structure, and I can just look at them and tell that their face is not, it's not made to wear a lot of makeup. Like I met this lady a couple of weeks ago, and she was just telling me how pretty my makeup was, and she was like, I want to learn how to wear makeup. And I was like, your skin is gorgeous. Y'all, she didn't have on no foundation, nothing. She had her eyebrows arched, she had a little bit of lip gloss on. That was it. This lady didn't have one wrinkle. It was beautiful. And I was telling her, like, you know, you don't need makeup, because her features were so soft. oh my gosh, they were just soft and pretty. And it's like, if she gets, and I was telling her, like, well, if you ever get into makeup or get someone to do your makeup, make sure they don't go too heavy on you, because you already have, you know, such a beautiful face and, you know, such beautiful soft features, till just wearing too much makeup is just not gonna. Girl, I'm so sick of people. Look at this fool. Let me just go this way until he figured what he gonna do, and then I'll just come back around. But anyway, so yeah, but as far as that conversation, I think do what fits you. But there's a lot of people, there were a lot of people like calling in, and one lady called, because right now Ashley Dalton is live on her channel. But anyway, one lady called in and she was saying, like, unfortunately, when women wear makeup and they look a certain way, studies have shown that women looking a certain way, as far as a, you know, certain image, have gotten them further than having a master's degree. And I'm like, that's sad. You know, it really is, because just because you fine and you cute don't mean that you're gonna be able to do the job. But unfortunately, girls, people make a lot of concessions when they like you. Or I'm gonna say this, people make a lot of concessions for you when you are likable, because there is a difference between people liking you and being likable, you know what I mean? So there might be certain people who like you, but if you're likable, the masses will like you. So anyway, let me run in here and get this package, and I'll give you guys a call right back.
Stay the course. You're doing well so far. Okay, thank you. I can't wait to come back with the other day, Ash. And listen, y'all better leave my girl alone. Another thing what I don't understand is why these people are making it about a man. You didn't say nothing about a church.
All right, I'm back. We got the goods. So I'm gonna run to the grocery store real quick, but I just wanted to say another thing when it comes to makeup. Now, this is about one girl was just saying, like, sometimes men don't like when women wear makeup. First of all, sis, do what you want to do, because let me tell you something. Y'all know, and now I'm not male bashing or anything like that. I'm just giving my experience. When it comes down to the men's, girl, when it comes to makeup, do what you want to do, whether you wear it, whether you don't. It doesn't matter, and let me tell you why. Because some men are always looking in somebody else's backyard. And what I mean by that is, like, in my last relationship, I dated someone who he didn't complain about me wearing makeup, but he had a friend, and his friend's wife didn't wear makeup. She didn't need to wear makeup as far as I was concerned, because sis had a personality out of this world. She had a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like her personality alone was gonna take her far. But anyway, he used to be like, damn, I wish such and such would put herself together like Rochelle or whatever. But I feel like it would be, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like the guy that I was with at the time, his complaint was just saying, like, we just take her. He didn't mind the makeup, but he didn't like the time that it took for me to put myself together. So that was his complaint. And so I guess his thing was just like, you know, it's a trade-off. But I feel like men are always looking in, not every man, by the way, y'all know I'm not saying every man, but I feel like some men are always looking in other people's backyard, because I think his thing was like, at least, even though she don't wear makeup, you don't have to worry about the time. At least you guys are able to just do stuff. You're not sitting there waiting on someone because they're doing their makeup and they're putting the outfits together and they're getting dressed. So that's one less thing that you have to worry about. So I don't know, girls, just like I said, girl, do what you want. I'm not gonna ever stop wearing makeup, because I don't do it for anybody else but myself. So yeah, I think I have said enough about that. I'm trying to make sure so I don't have to keep coming back talking about this. Yeah, I think I've said enough. But yeah, let me run to HEB. Y'all, guess what I'm going to go get from HEB? Say it together, class. I'm going to go get some celery and, you know, just some other healthy little stuff or whatever. So yeah, let me run over here and do this, and I'll see you girls when we get back home. Hey girls. Okay, y'all, so I know I'm not looking my best, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is we're about to call. I'm gonna need Shannon. Stop trying to stunt on your co-workers or stunt on your mentees in public, sharp down to the front of the congregation. So girl, y'all know Shannon Sharpton got caught down on Instagram Live doing some sex with a lady named Michelle. So basically, I'm calling him to the congregation because girl, he tried to front or stunt on Chad Ochocinco because Chad Ochocinco was late to, I guess, a live taping of the podcast because there was something that happened beyond his control. He was telling him that that's unprofessional and you need to get a professional driver and you need to do this, you need to do that. Meantime, you not taking your own advice of the level of professionalism because yes, but while being late is unprofessional, getting caught on national TV or audio or mobile or whatever you want to call it, having sex is the worst. That's even more unprofessional. He's trying to go and tell people that it wasn't him and somebody hacked into his account. Sir, that was you. We all know that big husky voice. He like, Michelle. Oh, Michelle. That's what y'all, girl, if y'all haven't heard the audio, then I ain't gonna say I had listened to it. I did. And I listened to it for you girls who did not want to listen to it, I listened to it for you. And girl, him and Michelle is down there chewing each other up, girl. And so anyway, you can go on Twitter and hear the audio. But it just goes to show you that you really have to, like, when people try to give you advice, despite the fact of them doing what you want to do or being where you want to be, when that advice comes with too much criticism, you got to be careful about what you listen to, because while you done went and tried to stunt on Chad Ochocinco, look at you now. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole sex scandal going on now. Not really a scandal, but just I can imagine this being a little bit embarrassing for him. He'll overcome it, but it's just that you can't put too much stock in people telling you what you need to do. Because while he told Chad Ochocinco that he needed to be more professional and he didn't need to be late and this and that and this and that, sir, you should have been more careful with your phone. You know what I'm saying? You should have been more careful about having your phone that close to you during a session. And so that's why you really have to listen to yourself. But anyway, it's like, I know everybody out there wants to have someone that they can take advice from, they can look up to or whatever. But sometimes, girls, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because while in one breath somebody's telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, they doing something completely different than the advice that they're giving you. Like you was so careless. This audio didn't have to leak, but karma, baby, and the universe will spin the block. And that's why I always be like, one thing about them tables, they gonna always turn. And then two, it's like, don't count nobody out, because I'm telling you, I felt like even though he might have come off like he wanted the best for Ochocinco, in the sense it's just like, you can't count this man out or call him out for that matter and tell him that he's being unprofessional just because he was late. You know, we don't know what Shannon Sharp was doing behind the scenes when he was down there with Skip Bayless. You know, so, and I just was like, he was on his high horse and now the universe has spun the block on that ass. And I'm like, that's what you get. So anyway, I just thought that that was very, very, very interesting. And so then we talk about, I don't even know if I told you, I don't think I brought this up, but like Tiffany Haddish down there letting Paris Hilton mama tell her to get up and do it now. And I don't give a damn if it was for a dare, if it was a bet, if a couple of $1,000 on the line. Tiffany Haddish may or may not need a couple of thousand of dollars, but it's just, you don't, it's like she doesn't read the room. Tiffany Haddish don't mind embarrassing herself and cooning out. It's like she doesn't get it, you know. And it's just like, you hanging out with Paris Hilton and her mama, and Paris Hilton and her mama, they are a particular class of people, and they can get away with shit that we just cannot get away with. And in addition to that, there is no way in hell Kathy Hilton would have asked somebody that is more self-respecting and self, you know what I'm saying, high achieving, self-respecting, to get up and go ruin somebody's show. And not to say that she ruined the show, but she was a disruptor. And that's the thing, like, certain people will use you to disrupt whatever, but then they won't be there to protect you. Like now, the backlash is, you know, there's a lot of backlash, but Paris Hilton and Kathy Hilton, no one has come out and said anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, stop. I'm thinking like Tiffany Haddish, stop letting people use you as a damn puppet, you know? And so it's like now nobody's gonna want to invite her anywhere. You know, even with that situation, the time where Beyonce invited her somewhere, and y'all know how private Beyonce is. She didn't went and told that somebody bit Beyonce, and since then I haven't heard of Tiffany Haddish going or being invited to anything else that had anything to do with Beyonce. So yeah, girl, but oh baby, karma will definitely spin the block. You know, I was gonna tell y'all something else because it's kind of going back to that thought of what I was about to say with Shannon Sharp, but I'm trying to remember the thought that I'm trying to remember my thought, but yeah. Oh, you know what? I was gonna kind of talk about like karma spinning the block and not letting people tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And that even goes back to yesterday when we was talking about wearing makeup and stuff like that. And that's why it's like, do what serves you. You know, don't let all of these quote unquote gurus and, you know, like, I don't want to say professionals, but these like life coaches and all of these people, don't let them tell you what's best for you and for your life. You know, meanwhile, you telling people they need to wear makeup if they want to get a man. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, you looking like Thurgood Marshall. You only put makeup on to come on camera. You know what I'm saying? You done been caught in public with do-rags on, bunnies and everything else, but you get on camera telling people that they need to do this and do that. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying, like, sometimes y'all, listen. Girls, I need you guys to listen to me very, 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 very carefully. Girls, sometimes online, things are not what you think they are. I know that y'all see certain things, certain lifestyles, whatever, but a lot of times, baby, shit do not be like that behind the scenes, baby. It don't be like that, girl. People be behind the scenes fighting real demons, going through real shit. But when you cut the camera on, you know, certain people gotta put on a happy face. And so that's all I'm saying. Like, be careful about who you listen to and who you take advice from, because things aren't always what they seem. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I can get a little bit long-winded, but I think I was able to cover all of the things I wanted to cover. But anyway, girls, let me kind of make myself look a little bit more presentable, and I'll give you girls a call back.
It's all in our eyes, you and me. Words just disguise